Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be making this beautiful romper, this summer beautiful romper. This is most sought after in summer. Let's get to it. The first thing you want to do is you want to cut out your trouser, and that's what I'm doing. For the half length I'm using is 17 and the remaining down part is 16, which is my trouser. So I'm marking out my trouser here with 16 inches as the length, and the width, that means my hips, I'm using my hip measurements. My hip measurements I want to use for this trouser is 40 inches. So I'm going to be measuring 10 inches, and I'm going to add 2 inches, which is going to be for my flap, which means I'm going to be cutting out 12 inches as you can see in the video. So I'm measuring as 12 inches is what I fold into 2, and then I mark out my flap. For my flap, I'm going to be using 11 inches. I'm going to be using 11 inches. So for my flap, and I'm adding 1 inches up. That's where I'm going to be joining my upper part and lower part together, where I'm going to put my elastic. That's where I'm going to put my elastic. So let's go. Now I'm cutting the back part of my trouser. For this back part, you want to leave 2 inches. You want to put extra 2 inches for your hips, your back hips, so it can land well and it's not going to tight you. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Then you cut it out. I'm opening the two sides out because for this romper that we're making, it has a pocket. So for our pocket, you're going to come down by 2 inches, and then you're going to mark, you are going to notch there, and then you are going to measure 6 inches for your pocket. So you notch the two sides where you start from and the end, and that's exactly what I did. So now I'm going to be cutting out the upper part. That's the singlet part, that's the upper part. You know, it's a sleeveless romper. That's what we are making. So for the upper part, I'm going to be using the same measurement I used for the down part. My upper part, I'm using 40 inches because the waist part for the down part too, I use 40 inches for it. Do you understand? So for these two, I'm going to be cutting the upper part same measurement as the down part, so that if I want to turn it to put my elastic, it's going to balance well. So I'm cutting out 40 inches round, so which means I'm folding it into 4, and then I'm measuring 10 inches. So the front will be 20 inches and the back will be 20 inches. Did you get it like that? The back and the front will be 20 inches. So I'm cutting out the neck. I'm coming down by 1 inches for my neck, and then I measure 5 inches. That's the width of my neck for the dress. And then the rest part, I came down for the armhole, I came down by 2 inches, and then I connect it to the neck, and then I cut it out just the way you are saying. Exactly what I did. And the next thing I did was I cut out the bias that we're going to be using to turn the neck. So now you want to go and stitch the flap side of your trouser. Here I've stitched the two flap sides. I'm adding the pocket. Now at this place, you're going to cut out your pocket. That's your pieces of cloth that is remaining. So just cut out 4 pieces of it in round shape for your pocket, and that's exactly what you see me doing. So I'm adding my pocket to where I notched. You know, we've already notched our pocket out. So you're going to be adding your pocket for the front and the back, and then you go and turn all sides. As you can see, you're going to turn it round. You're going to turn it round. Here I've turned it round, and then this is the result of it. You can see that our romper is already coming to life. You can see I've turned the down part to the flap part, every part of it. I've joined my trouser. Basically, I've joined my trousers together, and my trouser is ready. So now let's move to the upper part. For this upper part, the first thing you want to do is you want to stitch your front. Like, you want to bias the neckline. Yeah, I've already biased it. See the way it's looking neat and okay. As you can see, I've biased the neckline, and now we are going to be adding our tiny rope for the armhole. So we are going to be adding a tiny rope. For this place is very, if you can do it anyhow, it's best for you, but I think is more neat if you can do it this way. The first thing you want to do, right sides facing each other, and then you want to do the two sides together, the right side facing each other, and then you are going to measure the length that you want for your sleeve. For my own, I'm using 6 inches, so I calculate 6 inches times 2, and then I add this. I pinned it down to my armhole, and then I left 12 inches. That's for the front and the back, and then I pinned the other side. I'm going to be showing you now. Just watch the way I'm doing it. You're going to get it. After joining the what's it called, this is exactly the trickish part. You want to pay attention to this part, because I'm turning the armhole, as you can see, and then the essence that we leave for our rope, I'm going to be turning it as bias, as if I'm aiming together, as you can see, down to the other side, and then I'll continue turning the other armhole. You're going to see the outcome now. Can you see the outcome? Can you see how neat it is? This is the outcome. See how neat it is. I love doing my own like this because it's very neat. It makes your work very neat. So now this is the last part. The up and down is ready. Now we want to join the up and down together, and then we want to add our elastic. For the middle line, we want to add our elastic because it's elastic that is at the waist part. So we want to add our elastic. And don't forget, when you are making this clothes, you want yours to be big, because that's the beauty of the romper. Like, it has to be free in your body. It's not a tight romper, because the fabric I'm using is not stretchy. But you can use a stretchy fabric and make it tight, but I think this is actually nice. As you can see, I'm adding the elastic to the waistband. Just watch how I do it. You are going to be joining the upper part and the lower part together, and then you'll be putting your elastic in the middle. You can join it first and then use your pin to pass your elastic round the hole, and then you stitch it down. You can do it that way, and you can do it this way too. Any way that is more easier for you, you can do it that way. Feel free to watch this over again and again and again till you understand it. You can't understand if this is your first time of making romper. You probably want to watch this video again and again and again till you understand, and then you practice it. Now this is the final result. You can see that it has come out well and it's looking nice. So the down part, you're going to be turning the down part, and that's it. That's all. Thank you so much for joining me on this project. You can see how beautiful it looks on me. Make sure you make yours and then comment if you found this helpful. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell. Bye.